AI didn't take jobs. Government regulations changes did. When I went to trade school, it wasn't some lightweight media program. It wasn't learn to edit TikToks or how to run a podcast. No. Back then, the regulations still required real technical people, so that the schools had to teach technical skills. I had to learn transmitter theory. I had to learn radio telephone operator skills. I had to learn electronics, troubleshooting, signal flow. I had to learn marketing, writing, news writing, interviewing. I had to learn production, editing, the whole broadcast chain, from mic to transmitter. It was a full technical pipeline because the government rules still demanded it. But here's the truth. My dream career didn't pan out. Once I started a family, the pay was just not enough. The hours were too long to work too hard, and I couldn't support 5 people. So I did what a lot of people do. I went into plastics. I started at the bottom, as a packer in a factory, on a production line. Just another guy, feeding a machine, stacking boxes, doing the grind. But here's the twist nobody expected. Those old radio school skills saved me because I understood electronics. I understood troubleshooting. I understood system talk, talking to each other. I understood signal flow, logic, diagnostics, all the stuff that they don't teach anymore. And that let me move up. 15 years later, I wasn't packing boxes. I was a mechanic. Then I was building prototype models. Then I was part of a think tank designing secondary equipment, taking ideas from concept to prototype, full-scale production. And that path, that whole second career, that's what let me support a family of 5, a house, 3 cars, a life, and a real retirement plan. And here's the part that matters today. My trade school, if my trade school hadn't taught the real technical skills, the stuff that they don't teach anymore, I never would have made that jump. And that's the danger with what's we're seeing today. We've got leaders pushing kids 15 years old into trades, apprenticeships, internships. On paper, that sounds great. But the trades they are being pushed into don't have the same technical backbone anymore because the regulations changed. When licensing disappeared, the standards were lowered. When technical requirements were removed, schools cut expensive labs. They cut electronics, they cut RF, they cut engineering. They tuned into media program and content creation. And the wage collapse right behind them. So when people say AI is taking the jobs, I shake my head. AI didn't take the jobs. The jobs were already hollowed out. Regulations changed and took the jobs. AI landed in the ruins. And that's the warning for pushing 15-year-olds into trades today. The standards aren't restored. The training isn't real. The skills aren't transferable. And then you're not preparing them for the future. You're preparing them for a dead end. If that trade they choose doesn't pan out, they need something more, there is nothing to flip to. I survived because I came from the last of an era where trade school still meant something. Today's kids won't get that same chance unless the system changes first. Look, they're all complaining that student loan failure rates are high as they've ever been. They're talking about forgiving student loans. Kids that get student loans to go to college that can never, ever work in the things they study for. And this is part of the reason. This is my rant. Like, follow, and subscribe. I'll be back with more. See you then. Have a good afternoon.